Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Okay, so before we get started, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. With that being said, let's just dive into this video, shall we? Please bear with me today. I am in so much pain. Funny story. 2019 November, I went to the doctors with shoulder injury. I'm not aware of how it happened, but I know that it hurts like hell. Probably to do with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So, go to the doctors. Doctor sends me to the accident and emergency department to be x-rayed. Get my results. It's a shoulder impingement apparently. So I get put on a waiting list to see a consultant or a what do you call them? I don't know what you call them. Well, I was put on a list to see one of these people. And I had an appointment come through just around Christmas time for March of 2020. Now, bearing in mind, I'm in so much pain that I'm literally close to screaming. None of my distraction techniques are working. And then this thing happens. This thing that has put everything on hold. And I got put on the back burner. Thanks, doctor. Really appreciate that. Try to be a little bit understanding considering the conditions we're all living under. Now, June 2021. I'm still in so much pain I want to cry. I still don't know if I'm going to need shoulder surgery. And that is where I'm at. So, anyways, that is more than enough about me. You don't need to know all my medical tragedies. Let's start off with talking about Trisha Paytas. This becomes more and more of a joke every day. Trisha doesn't know how to batten it. And I don't think Ethan knows whether he's coming, going, being or gone. Absolutely insane. So then I get a notification on Twitter. Something recommended for me. And let me just pull it up and then we'll go through it, because there's actually two. Okay, so this is the first of two. I want to say that I'm surprised, but we're talking about Trisha Paytas here, and some of the stuff I've been discovering about Trisha is they need to get some help. They seriously need some sort of intense counseling sessions. Maybe staying single for some time so they can sort themselves out before getting involved in a relationship. And I don't know. Bearing in mind, recently I did see a video where Moses was bruised, and apparently that was from Trisha. But let's see what he puts his fingers down to. What am I doing?
Imagine if roles were reversed. Put a finger down if they wouldn't let you hang out with the opposite sex. Put a finger down if they wouldn't let you like certain people's photos. Put a finger down if they got mad if you didn't respond in 5 minutes. Put a finger down.
Wow. He's done like a couple of questions now and he has 3 fingers down already. Trisha is the kind of person you would advise not to be in a relationship. Or you would advise people you know not to be in a relationship with her. Because this is Trisha.
If they ever got physical or threw something at you. Put a finger down if they ever forced you sexually. Put a finger down if you got to keep.
What? What? Yeah, so put a finger down if you've been forced sexually. And he put his finger down. No. No, that's not right. That is so wrong. If you love a person, you don't force them sexually. You don't hit them. And if you really truly do love them, when you get to that point that you want to hit out, that is the point you should walk away. That is seriously the point that you need to walk away.
Location services on. Put a finger down if they threaten to kill themselves if you've tried to break up with them. Put a finger down if they've called you names. Put a finger down if they called you overly sensitive, but really they were just being mean. And lastly, put a finger down if they've ruined your life. Imagine if roles were reversed.
Okay, so you just saw that, right? The last question was, put a finger down if your partner has ruined your life. Wow. He actually put his finger down. Why is this guy marrying Trisha? Why is this even a thing? Trisha clearly has anger issues. She has proven it in the past. There are apparently videos of them talking about the ex-partner Jason Nash and the fact that they have been violent towards that person. There is evidence out there to say they have been violent towards the current partner Moses. And he's not a little guy. He looks like he's tough. He looks like he could handle himself. But Trisha needs to sort her own head out before she thinks about getting married. Because she is setting up to fail right now. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. Until you can feel comfortable with yourself, you're never going to feel 100% comfortable with another person. I learned this a long time ago. And I took some time and I concentrated on me and who I am and who I want to be. And I consider myself a half-decent human being. I am considerate to other people's feelings, possibly more to other people than my own on times. I would try to help anybody if I can. But Trisha has issues, real issues. And I believe this next video is an interview with Jake Paul. So this one is no better than the last one, to be honest with you. So be prepared.
For sure, I get really angry. Like my last boyfriend, I was always threatening to break up with because he like wouldn't have sex with me like 6 times a day.
Who was it?
I don't want to say his name because everyone's like, stop talking about.
Was it Jason?
Yeah.
You would make Jason have sex with you 6 times a day?
Yeah, he got penis injections for me towards the end. He talked about it on his
Let's
podcast.
go.
Yeah, he was getting these like penis injections, so he was hard all the time. And I was like getting, for sure, I get really angry. Like my last.
Wow. Just wow. Why would you do that to a guy? Am I recording? Yeah. Why would you do that to a guy? He was having injections to keep himself up. Or you would threaten to leave him. And the look on Jake Paul's face is a picture. Fair play to him. But I'm disgusted. Okay, let me just change back cameras.
Back in life. Well, actually, it was. I'm 33 and I've struggled with acne my entire life. Be it my awful diet, stress, or just oily bad luck, I couldn't get it under control until I found myself.
Yeah, I know. That was a man's all over her face. In the ad of a skincare product. Tell me how this is not absolutely vile. Tell me how people don't find this so disgusting that they want to gouge their eyeballs out and bleach them. Because I do not need to see Trisha's face covered in man juice. I didn't ask to see that. Could you have some consideration for your viewers, please, Trisha? Since we know you don't have any consideration for colleagues or friends who have to walk around you like they're walking on eggshells permanently, who you take the piss out of continuously, and the moment they say something you decide on that day is crossing a boundary. Because you may get offended by someone saying something today, but a month ago if someone said that exact same thing, you wouldn't have batted an eyelid. And if that person had said the same thing in 4 days, you probably wouldn't have batted an eyelid. Trisha, you are trash. That is the only way to describe it. You're trash. Anyways, enough about that. Let's have a little chat to our friend Catherine Paulson, who has decided that now is the perfect time to get their own back on Creepshow Art. Now, don't get me wrong, what Creepshow Art has done is disgusting. She needs to go and talk to her friends individually, one by one. She needs to apologise and beg them for forgiveness. And then they should go tell her to go fuck herself. But Catherine, Katie, whatever the hell you want to be called today, you're no better than Creepshow. You have doxed people yourself. You've made false allegations against people. You've done everything that Creepshow is now being accused of, and some. Don't make yourself out to be the victim, because you're still not the victim. And you never will be. People are demanding that the friends that Creepshow Art shit on talk about this. Back the fuck off. These are people who are trying to figure out what the hell has gone on. And where one day they thought they had a good friend, the next day they woke up to the news that it was all lies. So stop with the demands. These people are going through a hard enough time without being demanded to speak about this subject. Let them let this sink in and then be able to figure out in their heads what is right and what is wrong. What's been made up and what is actual facts. Or in the words of Emily D. Baker, what is facts, not fuckery. Katie, you are still an a-hole. Fact. You still doxed Creepshow. Fact. You went out there to put Creepshow's details out on public display because you was trying to get revenge and because you was trying to attack Creepshow, all because she called you a goober. You still stalked Tati Westbrook, even though you came to an agreement. And that is the only reason you're still not going through court right now, is because you came to an agreement with Tati and James. And I am going to assume that agreement was you would help them with evidence you had of their business partner. I'm so sorry about this. If it wasn't for that agreement, girl, they would still be suing your ass. You are going real hard against Creepshow right now. You're also blaming her for losing subscribers. But let's just have a look at the list that I've come up with of people you've blamed for you losing subscribers, shall we, Katie? One moment. I'm not everyone, I've got a few. To get all of them, I would probably need a month and a half. So we have Steve McRae, Cheryl's World, Ellie B, Little Red, Charlotte, EKC People Suck, Angelica Holmes, Nick Snyder, Dustin Daly, Tati Westbrook, James Charles, BX Beast Boy, Dad Challenge Podcast, Sanders Kennedy, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, of course, Creepshow Art, Truth. Emily D. Baker and Unirock. Those were names that I just got off the top of my head. That you have threatened to sue. You have blamed them for you losing subscribers. When no, Katie, no. It's not their fault you're losing subscribers. It's not their fault. You are not a nice person. And these new subs that you've got, because everyone's seen your numbers are rising. They will see through you eventually. Just like every other one of us did. We all seen through your crap and realized that you was not a good person. So no, it is not, and I repeat, it is not Creepshow Art's fault that you lost subscribers. Just because she is also a shitty person, that doesn't mean that you're no longer a shitty person. Because you are. You are very much still a shitty person. Just as shitty as you was 2 weeks ago, before this news came out. I don't think you will ever change. Because when you are dragging someone through the dirt, you're having the most fun you could have in your life. You have a smile from year to year. When you're dragging someone through the mud. When you're accusing people of doing shitty things is when you're most happy. So stop with the crap. You said you wasn't going to talk about YouTubers anymore. But how can anyone believe a word that you're actually saying? Because I certainly don't. And considering the amount of people that you've already blamed, I imagine at some point I will end up on that list too. I would not be one bit surprised. Because there is nothing that you can do that will surprise me anymore. And with that, I am going to wrap this up, folks, because I am in far too much pain to be doing this. So have a great night wherever you are in the world. Morning, day, whatever way it is. And I shall see you in the next video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.